All right, folks, so this here is my sliding glass door that goes into my backyard there. It is a Milgard vinyl door. It's an oversized door, so it's I've got 9 foot ceiling, so it's right about 8 foot tall, maybe just shy of 8 foot. Standard width 4 feet. Problem I'm having is the bearings and the rollers are shot, as is pretty common. You can hear them. And you have to put a lot of force on the door. And I've already broken one door handle, and this is a new one. You got to put quite a bit of force on it. Yes, I know you can usually just pick the door right up and kick it out at the bottom, get the door out, put new rollers on. This door, not so. I've tried to get it out myself. It doesn't pick up high enough. I usually do everything myself. I've had 2 different door companies come out. They can't get it out. They wanted to pry the bottom here. This is vinyl. They wanted to pry this with pry bars and try to wedge it out. When there's 2 suction cups on this glass and this door is as high as it can possibly go, there's still at least 1/4 of an inch down there. That's behind here. Possibly a tiny bit more. The guy that came out today said the only way he's going to be able to get it out is to pry it, and the vinyl will probably all break and I'll have to live with it. And I said, no, that's not going to happen. I asked him, is it common on these doors? Because on every door I've seen, you can pick them up and kick them out. He said on these oversized Milgard doors, they're all stuck in there and they're a pain to get out, he claims. So without destroying my house and having to get a whole new thing to go in here and break the stucco out and everything, my thought was to get something, a piece of wood, something flat, right? And put it where I want it. Mark a straight line or whatever, or maybe just leave a piece of wood in place here. That's all, as long as it's level. And come in here with like an oscillating tool or something and just cut down nice and just cut that 1/4 inch or whatever I need to take off all the way along, so that way you really can't tell. And then I could get the door out. The door guy says, since this door, the glass comes out from the inside. As you can see here, I guess this comes off, this trim piece, and the glass comes out from the inside. He says he can deglaze it and pull the window pane out. And then once the glass is out, the vinyl frame should bend, and then he could get it out of the tracks. And then once it's out, he can put new rollers on it. And before he puts it back in again, because you won't be able to get it back, well, you could, but before he gets it back in again, he says what they normally do is on the top right there, they cut off however much they need on the top, so that way the window can come out in the future. He said it's pretty common to do this on these. So what would you guys do? Would you trim that bottom vinyl, do it yourself? Or would you have the glass company come in and take the pane out so the frame will bend, get it out, put new rollers on, and then cut the top off the distance that's needed, so that way it can go in the future. I've done these before and they come right out. This one, it's not the case. Anyone ever run into this? Like I say, it's a Milgard door. It's probably 8 foot tall, or almost 8 foot tall, 4 foot wide, vinyl. Milgard. I don't know what you guys think the best option is. Now, I have got it to roll a lot smoother. I can hear the bearings in there. They're all, it's a heavy door. Those bearings are shot. And I know it does have 2 rollers on each side. these adjustment screws, they no longer do anything. They're like not functional anymore. But what I have done is I've shot a whole bunch of silicone spray in each hole, hoping it will somehow get to the bearings. And that's actually made it a little less noisy, and it does roll better, but it's still nowhere near where it needs to be. I've saturated it in there pretty good with this stuff I have, and then wiped up all the excess that has come out. But that's about the best I can do without taking it out. Let me know if there's any guys out there that deal with these things, if you've got a better way.